folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to the Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex No Damage run. We're moving on now to level 29, Solar Bowler. I guess I could make a bowling pun here, but I guess I'll spare you. So we have ourselves another ALTASPHERE level, this time set in space, and one of the big themes that you're going to notice here is that a lot of the paths just go in complete circles like that. Of course, we're going to have to follow those circular paths if we're going to find all the boxes along the way. So, in addition to finding the correct path that we need to follow, we need to make sure that we go across every which way in order to get all those boxes. It can wind up making this level feel a lot bigger than it actually is. Another thing we're going to have around here are some tubes that when you go down them, they will take you to some other paths, which lead to more boxes. I mean, yeah, I could have gone down to show that, but I wanted to show where the tubes were, so yeah. Notice that there are no bumpers anywhere on this level. It is very easy to wind up falling off here, so do be careful. This little spinner thing here is cone-shaped and will draw you to the middle, so make sure you're not going there, because that's where Entropy is shooting his beam. Oh, and I gotta appreciate Tiny's effort here. He's doing his absolute best to try and get in our way, but the thing is, we could just go completely around him and ignore him entirely. Oh, Tiny, what have they done to you? Once again, just kind of make sure you're not going too fast through here, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem navigating the rather narrow corridors that you are constantly going across. And also be careful on these platforms that sway left and right. It can be kind of easy to get tilted off by those as well. Basically, just take it kind of slow, and you should be okay for the most part. Also, these little spinning platforms, they don't have any actual physics to them. Like, you could stand perfectly still on these things, the ball just sort of rolls with it. This is kind of silly. I'm guessing that there was supposed to be some sort of momentum-based challenge originally associated with those, so that you would have to move your ball in relation to where it was spinning in order to progress through it. But I guess they never got around to programming it properly. What a shame. Okay, we need to start headed down in this direction, because here we're going to find another gem just sort of hanging out like the one back in nighttime. That seems to be the theme with most of these extra levels, is that you're going to find a gem just sort of hanging around, and then you'll also have the box completion gem to collect, so each level is going to have 2 gems to collect. Okay, carefully navigate around this nitro. Your hitbox is deceptively large against them, so make sure you're giving yourself plenty of space between you and the nitro. Alright, time to start making our way in this direction. These downhill slopes kind of encourage you to go quickly, but again, don't do that, otherwise you might find yourself going off the side. Just take it nice and slow, nice and easy. We got another slope here, and more of those swaying platforms, but these ones are moving in some sort of time, some sort of a smooth timing there, so gonna need to be extra careful with those. Oh, you want me to take that too, but what would happen if we did? We would go into some boxes and possibly off the side of the hole. And again, we're not taking that, so let's just follow the safe path. Go around the nitro, and yeah, that might be a little risky. I mean, it would kind of make us go out in this direction, so we probably wouldn't hit those nitros, but I kind of feel like the path I took was safer. And finally, we reach a checkpoint crate. Alright, so now we need to start making our way into another circular path, and this is probably going to be the largest one yet. I find that it's best to go across here quickly, but slow down immediately so you don't go off the side. Nitro detonators over here. And then the rest of this path is pretty much just boxes. It leads us here to where the end of the level is, but we're not ready to finish just yet. As you can see, we still have a few boxes left to find. Specifically those back at the beginning. But still, we can go ahead and make the whole loop at any rate. We're going to have another one of those tilting puzzles here. So we'll just zoom right across. and break these last few boxes. Okay, we've got a box completion gem waiting for us at the end. Easy does it. Okay, and with that, that's pretty much all there is to this level. Just kind of take it easy, make sure you don't go off the side accidentally, and you should be hunky-dory. And so with that, Solar Bowler is finished. It's a little tricky, I suppose. The biggest challenge being just staying up and not going off the side. But overall, not too bad of a level, I don't think. We do have a few outtakes to look at. We'll have a look at those. And, ladies and gentlemen, we're now moving on to the final level in Wrath of Cortex in the next video. So join us next time for Force of Nature. See you then! So all we need to do now is get that box completion gem, and we'll be all good here. Never mind. We are not good. We are exploded. But mainly the thing you want to keep in mind when going through this level is to not do things like that. Oi. And now we'll just head down this path. No, not that path. Okay, carefully navigate around these nitros. How is that hit detection